My name is Molly Phillips. I'm a fifth-year creative writing and drama double major, and I was the stage manager for Othello. It's my third stage management position with university players, and yeah, I stage managed. I mean, I felt so lucky to get to be part of Othello, like overall, just because it was a really important production for the university players, and because I love Shakespeare so much. But I think what I love about stage management in general is, like, it's kind of just that, like, getting to be in the room, be part of it. There's not the same pressure to be creative, or be artistic, even though you are still creative, problem solving and facilitating it. There's like the joy of just like getting to be part of every part of the process and absolutely intrinsic to it, but without that pressure until showtime, and then you're calling the show. And I got to watch the show every single night, but at the same time, like, be really important to how it's functioning and keeping it going. That's like what I love about it, and I think Othello was such a wonderful show that like that was such a big joy. I love Shakespeare. I'm like a huge Shakespeare nerd. I love the language. I love the way that the text gives so much, like just gives and gives and gives. When you really dig into it, there's so much stuff you can pull out of it, and you can choose to pull as much out of it as you want, or focus on one element, or just look at everything he's giving you. There's so much there. I think what is difficult about Shakespeare is he wrote 400 years ago, and sometimes like what's reflected in the plays is the way people thought about things 400 years ago. Even characters that you're supposed to kind of like say violently racist things, because to Shakespeare maybe that seemed a little different. And the idea, a lot of people say Shakespeare is universal, but it's not universal. It comes from a white guy writing in the late 1500s, early 1600s. It is limited in that way, and it takes a director to really probe at some of the questions, like Tanisha did in our production of Othello, to really bring up what still holds true about these plays. So
my name is Sarah Richards, and I'm a house manager at the theater. So I sort of just help to give the stage manager times for when the show starts, when intermission is over, and help any patrons that have any problems in the theater. I really like getting to hear patron feedback and how they feel about the show, and the lessons that they sort of get from it. Just sort of like when they leave and they're saying like how much they loved it. I really like hearing that. I learned a lot about sort of the business of theater, because that's mainly what I do, but I've also learned a lot about the importance of diversity in theater, especially in like a university setting where these are all students learning about their own business of acting and theater. So yeah. He can be a little hard to understand sometimes, but yeah, I pretty much love Shakespeare. So, yeah.